The town of Harrow Glen was the kind of place where neighbors waved from porches, secrets slept under white picket fences, and the Langstons were considered the golden couple. Olivia Langston was beautiful in that haunting porcelain doll kind of way. She taught art at the local community center and made the best lemon tarts in the county fair. Her husband, Thomas, a former Marine turned mechanic, was the town's sweetheart, the guy who fixed your car and remembered your dog's name. But behind closed doors, the fairy tale cracked. Thomas had changed. He stopped touching her. He stopped seeing her. There were whispers in the dark, cold dinners left untouched, perfume she didn't wear on his shirts. She asked, he denied. She cried, he walked away. Their home, once filled with laughter, turned into a tomb. And then, he disappeared. It was a rainy Tuesday in November. Thomas left for work and never came back. His truck was found abandoned near Lake Darrow, keys still in the ignition. No signs of a struggle, no goodbye note, just silence. Olivia told the police he probably ran away. Maybe a midlife crisis, maybe a secret affair. But people started talking. She hadn't cried at the station. She never joined the search. And weeks before the disappearance, she'd been seen asking a bartender strange questions. How deep Lake Darrow was, if bleach could erase fingerprints, how long a body took to float. She claimed it was for a painting. Police questioned her. But without a body, there was no proof, no arrest, no trial, just rumors. Eventually, Olivia sold the house and vanished too. Moved states away, changed her name, started over, or so she thought. 10 years later, Olivia had built a quiet life. She lived alone in a small house, surrounded by trees. She painted again. She taught again. No one knew her past, not even the man she occasionally let stay the night. But on one stormy night, just as the power flickered out, there was a knock on her door. 3 sharp knocks, slow, deliberate. She peered through the peephole and gasped. Standing outside, soaked to the bone, was Thomas. The same Thomas. Not older, not changed. Same sharp jawline. Same scar above the left brow. Same dead calm eyes. Her voice trembled. Thomas? He smiled. You forgot to finish it. She slammed the door, called the police. When they arrived, there was no one. No footprints. No camera footage. Nothing. But she knew what she saw. And from that moment on, her life began to unravel. Each night at 3:17 a.m., someone knocked. Not a loud bang, just 3 taps. Every single night. Then came the other things. Mirrors began cracking by themselves. Her dog barked at corners. She'd wake up to wet footprints leading to her bedroom. Her paintings, all of them, began warping. Every face started to resemble him. And then came the bathtub. One morning, she found it filled with thick, black sludge. Floating at the surface was something that made her scream so loud the neighbors almost broke in. A single gold wedding ring. His ring. She stopped sleeping. She started drinking. She covered every mirror. She bought a gun. But nothing worked. The knocks kept coming. And on the final night, she decided she would end it. She set up cameras. Sat in the living room with every light on. A kitchen knife in one hand, a crucifix in the other. Whispering to herself over and over, I'll finish what I started. And at exactly 3:17 a.m., the front door creaked open. Slowly, painfully. She didn't open it. It opened on its own. And standing there was Thomas. But he wasn't alive. Not really. His eyes were hollow. Skin pale, almost translucent. Like wax stretched over bone. His lips curled in that same crooked smile. The one she used to love. But now, it made her blood turn to ice. He didn't speak. He didn't blink. He just stepped inside. She screamed and lunged at him with the knife. And then, the lights went out. The next morning, the police were called by a neighbor who heard a scream. And then silence. When they arrived, the house was locked from the inside. No Olivia. No signs of a struggle. Everything seemed frozen. Still, every camera had been wiped clean. Except one, a single camera left running in the living room. The footage showed Olivia sitting, waiting, and then static. Her body was never found. No blood, No struggle. Only one thing remained. A mirror, shattered, turned to face the wall. And on the glass, written backward in dried blood, were the words, "She remembered wrong." To this day, no trace of Olivia Langston has ever been found. Some say she was taken. Some say he came back to finish what she tried to start. But every year, on the night she vanished, the neighbors of Harrow Glen report strange knocks and the scent of black roses drifting through the wind. And if you ever hear 3 knocks at 3:17 a.m., don't answer.